April's kit is all about control. She's built for PvP, but don't sleep on her in PvE either. Between accuracy buffs, turn meter manipulation, and 2 brand new debuffs, she can completely dictate the flow of the fight. What is up, heroes of Teleria? My name is Charlie. This is New Raiders Only, and in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the April O'Neil Ace Reporter Titan event. If this is your first time joining me in New Raiders Only, I like to talk about Raid Shadow Legends for the new and free-to-play and budget player. A little bit of entertainment because I'm trying to learn as we go as well. So this event is one of those where you have to collect a bunch of currency from a bunch of different events. I'm sure that there are a bunch that are currently active. So there's this one right here. Basically, you have to get these milestones, right? And once you get to milestone 5, which is 1,500 of these pizza points, you can unlock a 5-star April O'Neil, a guaranteed April O'Neil, if you will. And there are a number of things that you can do in order to get these pizza slices. The Facebook post says that you can earn up to 1,750 total pizza, but you need 1,500. So just kind of be mindful of that. Like, we're looking at a very small time window to earn everything you can. So what you're going to be looking for is you're going to be looking for events there we go. Events and tournaments that have the little pizza icon in it. And I don't think there's any tournaments that are active right now. Yeah, there's one. There's one right here. So the Fire Knight Turn Attack. Basically, the more, let's see, if you get 950 points in this tournament, whatever, then you get 40 of the slices. 40 out of 100 or out of 1,500 is necessary. Of course, you get other great rewards too. So it's not like you're just going for April O'Neil pizza fragments or whatever. And this is kind of how you do it. You know, stage 1 through 3, 4 through 7, so on and so on. That's how many points you get for clearing it. So you can sit here and, you know, attack the Fire Knight all night long until you get to the 40, and then you kind of move on to the next one. Let's see. It doesn't actually show. Oh, these are the finished tournaments. Excuse me. Yeah. So that's currently the only one active. And then of course we have the Gear Hunters event, Raid for Artifacts and Accessories. So this is actually a little bit of a double dipping. So let's see. You can get 20 pizza points here, another 50 right there. And all you got to do is get artifacts from dungeons and campaigns. So we actually have a really nice opportunity right now. And then you can level up. If you're leveling up that gear. Okay, the event's not live yet. It goes live in 6 hours. Okay, this one goes live in 6 hours. So we actually have, for 2 days and 7 hours, we've got a nice little bit of double dip. I'm sorry. Let's see. The tournament. Let me back over here. Yeah, for 1 day and 15 hours, we got some double dip with the Fire Knight Turn Attack. So you go to the Fire Knight dungeon in the dungeons here, and then you rock and roll against the Fire Knight, and you know, obviously every time you kill the Fire Knight, you're going to get artifacts. Every time you kill the Fire Knight, you're going to get points towards the 2 things. So you're going to be earning pizza in 2 different ways. That's all well and good. She's fantastic. Get it? I think everybody should get April O'Neil. Now, a quick rundown of April. She is a Sacred Order. I love the Sacred Order. Aesthetically, my favorite faction. And she's got some pretty nice kit here. So let's start with her A3. It's actually pretty solid. It boosts her entire team's accuracy, cuts enemy turn meters by 20%, and gives her an extra turn. Means she's immediately ready to follow up with her A2 or A1, keep pressure on the enemy, and maintaining tight control of the battle. Now, the A2 I want to talk about next. This is where things get a little spicy. The Explosive Scoop applies Seal and Nullify to a single target while stealing all their buffs and their turn meter. It's pretty nice, actually. And get this, the ability can instantly reactivate whenever an enemy gains an extra turn or an instant turn. So anytime you're going up against an enemy that is doing turn manipulation, she's going to be handy to have, right? Nullify is one of the strongest new debuffs that we've ever seen. It shuts down instant effects like extra turns, cooldown reductions, turn meter equalization, health swaps, even evasion tricks. Meanwhile, Seal blocks effects from gear sets and masteries, except for basic stat boosts like Flawless Execution, for example. So when you combine all that, the buff steal, turn meter steal, and both debuffs, the target is left completely exposed. And if you're running champions like Michelangelo, which you get absolutely for free, by the way, if you're interested in trying out Raid Shadow Legends, I have a link in the description box down below, as well as a QR code on the screen if you're playing on mobile. Starting a new game with my URL, downloading the client, and all of that is going to earn you 6 free champions, 3 legendaries, and 3 epics. It's going to start off with Corrado Fox Hunter just for finishing the campaign. Day 1, since this is a URL, a link, and not a promo code, Day 1, you can use one of the amazing Day 1 legendary promo codes that I was given, linked in the description box down below. You can get things like Sun Wukong, Tholen Foulbeard. I like Tuanarak from the Barbarians. Tuanarak is kind of who I went with because of the PvP focus, and also I really dig her kit and her aesthetics. And then once you log in 7 days in a row, we currently have active the Michelangelo Chase. You get Michelangelo for free. Speaking of April pairing with a Ninja Turtle, here you go. 7 days in a row, log in, and that will earn you a 5-star Mikey. And then another 7 days gets you the 2-star Awakening and into phase 2, so on and so on, right? And then, of course, from there, you're going to get 3 extra epics. We're going to start with Tagoar, epic, support champion, speed up, revive, very good. And then we have Uugo, we have Maelstrom Rack, which is a huge defense debuff. And then in a couple of levels later, you're going to get the Grizzled Jarl to be a tank. Wrapping it all up, 6 champions for free, 3 legendaries, 3 epics. Just absolutely fantastic. Back to April O'Neil, though. Let's talk about her passive a little bit. Let's quickly talk about her passive, though, before we talk about her aura. You know, everybody loves speed, especially in Arena. Her passive makes things way nastier. If an enemy tries to trigger an effect blocked by Nullify, she will automatically reduce all enemies' turn meters by 10%. Pretty nice. And whenever a debuff is removed, transfers, or drops to 0, she pushes back enemy turn meters again by 25%. Okay, that's an extra layer of control that ties perfectly into her active skills. Finally, her A1. Not finally, we got to talk about her aura a little bit. No, let's just talk about this. 28% bonus speed in Arena. What more do you even need to say? What more do you need to say? Whew, 108 speed naturally, by the way, at her base. The A1. Her A1 cycles through different forms of crowd control, things like True Fear and Stun. You can see Stun, Fear, True Fear, Petrification, etc., while granting herself Perfect Veil every time she uses it. This is incredible. That makes her harder to target with single target skills and helps reduce incoming AoE damage, keeping her alive while she locks down key threats. Now, she's definitely more of a niche PvP specialist, but you can still use her as a control champion in PvE stuff. She can shine in wave content and against bosses like Fire Knight, Dark Fae, and Spider. Unfortunately, we have to fight Fire Knight to get her, but it is what it is. While we're at it, let's give a quick shout out to Hell Hades. I know not always considered the best when it comes to this kind of stuff, but if you're considering on how to build her out, then consider checking out the general PvE or PvP masteries. This is what we would be looking at as far as an Arena lineup for her masteries. Okay, the blessings from 1 to 6-star Awakened, we're looking at Brimstone, right? And her artifacts recommendation, speed, accuracy, health, and defense for PvP, which is the focus of this video. And then finally, speed, accuracy, health, and defense for PvE stuff. And here's the sets. Perception, speed, feral, pinpoint for PvE. Perception, speed, feral, pinpoint, stone skin for PvP, right? So let me know in the comment section down below, are you going to be chasing the pizza to get April O'Neil? I think I might. I really like her. I could use some more control for some high-end Arena action, and she was always one of my favorite characters for no reason in particular. Yeah, April O'Neil. Channel 4, Channel 6 News, Channel 3 News. I can't remember what she was what she was a reporter for, but let me know in the comment section down below what you feel about her. I love you all. Good luck in Teleria.